ですか? Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Essential Live at the RWTH University. I'm Masahiko Hara, working here as a Senior Fellow at the Käte Hamburger Kolleg, here you see, Colleges of Research, Aachen University here. So we are now broadcasting this installation live from RWTH Aachen University, Germany, and I hope that you can see and hear clearly our talks and online through the YouTube here. Okay, so first of all, I'd like to introduce our collaborator here for this installation live, an artist from Tokyo, Japan, Miss Aoi Suwa.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming today. I'm really appreciate these special opportunities. So my name is Aoi Suwa. I come from Japan, and I'm an artist and a PhD student also, and a PhD in fine art at Tokyo University of the Arts. So and I'm focusing on mainly creating installation work like this, and it's with a starting point of seeing by observation. Before talking about my art project, let me introduce my background a little. When I was an elementary school student, my science teacher showed me a chemical experiment in which liquid color changed through a chemical reaction. At the moment of witnessing the color transformation, I became very intrigued by such an extraordinary phenomenon that occurred in front of my eyes. After this encounter, I became curious about science and came to believe that science includes some kind of aspect of art. So this is my starting point to think about when is the emotional moment that results in art, and it became a trigger to discover an interdisciplinary area that encompasses art and science. So since then, I have been pursuing such encounters with visual phenomena and in my art practice, and this is reflected in such experience in the installation structure. I create this installation work Shiki-iki in 2011. Shiki-iki means the border of consciousness and unconsciousness, or threshold of consciousness in Japanese. I'd like to think about and treat this installation work concept again. So I planned Unfelt Threshold as this title. So in this work in 2011, visitors chose the red or blue ink and pour it into a clear water tank like this, red one and the blue one, and choose one and into here. So we can choose something and it affects the situation in the water tank, but it's not controlled completely. I think the threshold of consciousness and unconsciousness is a bit similar with this structure. We can say we have a consciousness, but nobody knows clearly. I imagine consciousness and unconsciousness are come and gone, like the sky landscape, come and gone, and fly away. I think this feeling could be an idea to think something gradation. So nowadays we encounter so much information every day, but I think we feel some kind of difficulty in seeing. I think sometimes a simple binary system is not enough to think something. So, and even if we see something, that is not completely separated from huge natural systems. This is probably a kind of Japanese feeling, but I feel we are also like part of nature. I mainly create installations, but I also tweet video, photographs, and paintings. So I often cross different media, and I often use nesting layers like this. It's very nesting, and um, which serve as another form as artistic expression and enable me to create new physicality through observing my installation work. I think this nesting approach can enable a deeper understanding of the encounter that happen between our bodies and the visual phenomena. I named this work as patched phase. This one, uh, this one is unfelt threshold images. We encounter mixed images when it's when I see this work. So like seeing and be showed something and then seeing situation in simultaneously. So I wanted to see such mixed dynamism. In this art project, Unfelt Threshold, I am trying to indirectly link together with various pieces that I created before by seeing. I hope you have a chance to see Unfelt Threshold images in this live installation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Suwa-san. Then also today we have two assistants from Japan. Dr. Sota, please in front. Sota Hirokawa, he's a postdoctor at the RWTH University from Kyushu University, Japan. And Miss Yasmin Yamashita actually from Nuremberg, but originally from the Tokyo University of Arts, the same university of Aoi Suwa-san's, with a so-called alma mater university there. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the. Okay, so then also today we have special guests from the RWTH University. Firstly, the one director of the KHK in Hamburg, the Professor Dr. Stefan Beschen here. Yes. And also the chair and the micro and the nano systems and the Institute of Materials in the Electrical Engineering, Professor Dr. Sven Ingebrandt. Okay, thank you. And the fellows and members from this Kahaka at the RWTH University. And also today we have, other two guests online from Japan. They are online now, but Dr. Taketoshi Minato from Institute for Molecular Science, National Institutes of Natural Science in Japan, and the Mr. Tirina Hinatigara, the assistant professor and director of communications at the Earth Life Science Institute, LC, at Tokyo Tech, where I worked together before coming to Aachen. Okay, so now let me introduce briefly about the concept of the Fluctonomous emergence first. And then we'll have a discussion more about the installations here. So for the last 10 to 11 years, I have been working on the material science and the bio-inspired functions and nanotechnology at the Tokyo Tech and National Research Institute Weekend, where the Professor Sven Lindblad worked together with us about 20 years ago already. Then I became interested in the importance, we say, the fluctuation and noise in nature, which contain many possibilities to have, we say, novel functions, which cannot be attained by the semiconductor devices. Then I started my new research project, the so-called Fluctonomous emergence, a new artificial term actually coined by myself, introducing a new concept of natural or living the intelligence based on the emergent functions of autonomous ambiguous systems that exhibit the fluctuant behavior. So we say the fluctonomous is a term that originates from the fluctuation and autonomous behavior in nature, mainly in living systems. So now I'm in the Kahaka here, the Käte Hamburger here, and my research interest here at the Kahaka is the integration of the art strategies in science engineering and science and technology, which means how we can introduce the artistic ambiguity to the studies of science engineering, while the ambiguity was and still is the negative factor for science engineering. But I believe that we have quite new possibilities to overcome the limits of the present science engineering, which we are now facing. Okay, ambiguity and Fluctonomous, the important keywords for me to study the living systems. But now, as the Aoi Suwa mentioned, that we are living in a material world surrounded by the non-living systems, machines, and AIs and networks. And now I am, and we are very much interested in the lifelessness and beyond, and mattering, living and non-living systems. Then since I am and have been, I say, an experimentalist in material science, that today we will conduct a kind of experiment here that prompts the, we say, discomfort, not very much comfort for scientists, and raises new questions. How do non-living systems and machines perceive our world? And what is the nature of their means machines or networks perception, consciousness, and cognitions? Then as I'm the experimentalist, so that I'm motivated not only by the theoretical discussions, but also by the desire to the experimentally explore the black box of the non-living systems and machines, including their perception and the consciousness, and how it could be visible or invisible to us. So this experimental endeavor has led to the collaboration of this live installation artwork with the Aoi Suwa-san today here. So the question is now again, do machines dream of an electric sheep? And how do machines perceive objects like this? So nowadays, neuroscience and the brain science could reveal the we say integrative approaches in the process of thinking to deciding in our brains. But the binding problem, we call it the binding problem, but of the brain, as well as the, we say, multisensory integration to think and decide on the things throughout our entire body in living organisms, shows the fundamental difference from the processes in non-living systems and machines that judge and decide the things. For example, here you see some colors here. And when the non-living systems evaluate and judge images, it becomes evident that their capturing capabilities are different from human beings. And through this installation, experiment here, we will realize there's no clear reproducibility, which means there is unpredictable functions or fluctuations of the color and patterns recognition in machines that you might have a chance to see later. The machines adjust the color of the objects at a certain threshold, and you see the different conditions here. Dynamically, we say altering the perception probability and predictably seeing the world in the different colors and filtering accordingly. So here you see we are now in the middle of the two pictures of the movies here. In the middle of the chiral structures here. That's you see the display over there and also the same one over there. And actually, this is not just the computer graphics, but in the actual experiment data from real objects. And Suwa-san obtained those pictures through the machines, but actually from the actual objects. And then our existence, the inferences, they are reflections between the multiple mirrors here. So we say that rather than the observation problem, actually participation itself induces changes in the environment here. So probably you will experience those once you walk around here. So artists, we say, provoke new questions and through their installations like this, while the scientists and engineers, with researchers, sometimes feel discomfort by the tacit knowledge, we say, not explicit knowledge, but tacit knowledge, which I still believe that this is very crucial for the new advancement and also the developments in science and technology. Okay, these are the lines and things are just the thoughts and the lines that came to my mind. But I hope today this installation evokes the sense of discomfort and the new discussion viewpoints for us. Yeah, thank you, and please have a look at the installation for a while. Thank you very much. So now we have a kind of just 10 minutes or so free time to walk around here. So once you go over there, please watch your cameras around here. But once you walk around here, you will see the different scenery. And also that picture can be seen over there. And probably this is again, I mentioned that not very much reproducible, but the colors will be changed through the machines and by the daily light and also the sun structures. So now, say if you have any questions or comments to her, and probably she can answer or we can answer them. So now you can walk around here and just to see what is happening over there. Thank you. Yes. This is now live stream on YouTube. So just okay. Yeah, okay.
ちょっとなんか勝手に取れそうだ気がします。そう。Thank you so much.
This kind of multiple reflections.
Yes, reflector.
Generating a pattern.
Yeah. So this camera shooting this screen and it's like nesting in here.
Yeah.
And
this project, it's like 2 mirrors.
yeah. That's it. Yeah. Yes, time to be too late. So maybe 20 seconds about. but that is also interesting for me. So time delay is like I feel a real distance from such delay. So
Ah.
切れた。
なんか色変えられますか? So I think once you change the conditions, you will see the different colors. あ、ライト消して。そうですね。So no reproducibility, but so this color change cannot be predicted. But same setup, same machines, but feel the different colors. Yeah. So say every time we different. There's something different. So there is a one feedback system here in the camera, but different colors. So sometimes we will see red. Also, this is all. That it is not predictable. But not predictable. Yeah, that's true. Is there an explanation for the non? So that's a very important point. Yeah, that's the very scientific thing. Yeah. Same thing. Yeah, but also the thing is now enhancing or exaggerating the one info through the network, through the machines. So once you see some difference, makes a big difference, like a butterfly effect. So once you see the different color like this, and all of the conditions could be changed. That's the point. So we cannot visualize anything happen inside of the machines. Yeah, that's very different. Amplify the scenes. Very much unpredictable. So that means every time we say machines and AIs and networks and things, but we'd like to see more experimentally. So this is a kind of a new experimental setup. And also we say the threshold is different. The threshold is different means they fluctuate. So the unfelt threshold means we have no idea how the machine can confirm the threshold. They have a kind of automatic feedback system there, but still no idea. The same system, same colors, but different. So this is the
Well, thank you so much.
So this one is only taken by this.
This one.
Only this picture is produced by the camera. That's it. Just the feedback system.
Yeah, it's like a double mirror.
Double mirror here. So also this type of pictures is like this over there. That's also she got the actual movement of the rotating materials here. Also color will be different. That's not the computer graphics, but actually those are the video, actual experimental data. So how the machines can feel the colors difference. But we have no idea. How they change the machines, yes. So probably they might have some consciousness or the things, cognitive things, but we have no idea how they manage the things inside the machines. Also, you see the actual structure from here. Well, this is very experiment. Sound is produced by the artist.
Yeah, by different artists. She's a pianist, and
Pianist and
she's also in same university, and yeah, my friend.
So now, one of my colleagues in RIKEN, National Research Institute, he's a theorist and a computer scientist, and calculating the vibration mode of the molecules. And from the vibration, he's making music. So next time I show some sound and music from the molecules. So this is also another issue of the making the music from the molecules. So the molecules. And also, he's a fellow of Mitsubishi Chemicals, the company guy, but a theorist and working on the computer simulation of the molecular structures and protein engineering and so on. And at the same time, he convert the vibration mode to the music. So sometimes we will see blue, but yesterday red. Yes. And sometimes we will see a purple like this, but it depends. We have no idea. Of course, the sunlight and different or something else. So today is a rather cloudy day.
Yeah.
So the machine feels blue. Yeah. That's a point. That's a point. Yeah, because we have no idea what is happening inside the machines here. But I see. So this is the again the non-reproducible. So every time we see the different colors like this. So feedback group here inside and okay, yes. And also this is a kind of a motif from like X-ray crystallography. You put the single crystal in the middle of the structure and see the conditions by X-ray, but this is rather big one. But also this camera enhance the color. Sometimes you say the video shooting from this color, but sometimes we will see the completely different color. It's enhancing by the system, but still no idea how the.
Yeah.
So you said red here.
I trying to making red.
But here we have blue here through this picture. So
my hand is quite red color for this camera. Red.
So yeah, this is the
kind of red.
Once we count the light here, 電気つけていいですか？
もちろん電気つけた方がレッドになると思います。
Then
it's red.
Blue, but here with the red. Let's see. Also, you see the circles from the. So this time we had. Oh yeah, here we have the red.
Okay.
So this is the
finally
art installation, but actually for me, this is the experiment.
Yeah.
Or what is happening in machines and things. Yeah, it's cool, yes. So that means, as I mentioned, once you have a small change, makes a big change in the systems. So you know why, like we said, butterfly effect. Yeah. Small change makes a big change in the color, especially. And actually, so I just sent a one image to you, but we had some troubles with the shipping, and we had you will see some pictures over there. We had a plan to make big structures reaching to the city, and then had a plan to make a structure in the one killer. But this could be nice because we have two mirrors. So you see also the infinite structures over there. So this would be nice. Yes. Yes. That's blue.
That's blue.
So today, machine is blue.
Purple.
Purple. Yeah. Purple. Yes. And here you see the red. That's, of course, some prism and some spectroscopic things. And so this means that we can visualize how the machine feels the structures. They visualize the things happening. So Yes. じゃあ、
そろそろゲストタイム、
はい。
maybe.
Okay, so now we have a online comment now. Okay, so okay, thank you. So now you see here you see the Zoom here, and the YouTube is slightly delayed. Slightly means 30 or 40 seconds delayed, but you hear their voices from the network. And firstly, I would like to invite the Minato-san from Molecular Science Institute in the National Research Institute in Japan. And Minato-san, 聞こえますか？
あ、聞こえない。
もう一回お願いします。あ、Minato-san 聞こえますか？ Can you hear my talk here?
みなとさん、
Minato-san.
聞こえますか？聞こえない。
Yes, I can hear.
あー、聞こえましたかね。
切りますね。ごめんなさい。
I can hear you.
あ、ちょっと音量が、みなとさん結構普通の声で喋ってますか？
はい、普通ですけど、はい、なんか、あれだな。YouTube と Zoom が、はい。
YouTube の画面を見てもらって、なんか Zoom で喋る感じで、YouTube は、ミュートでお願いします。
So here is the Institute of Molecular Science in Okazaki, near Nagoya. And probably the video is slightly delayed and slow, but you hear his talk.
そうですね。そのぐらいまで。あ、じゃあ、みなとさん、もう聞こえますかね？ありがとうございます。
はい。私大丈夫ですか？そちら大丈夫ですか？
はい。私は大丈夫です。原先生の声聞こえますか？
Yeah,
原先生、今
so I
は。
have a microphone here, but it doesn't work. So very high tech here. Okay, can you hear my talk, Minato-san?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, so please, would you please have some comments or some points here?
Thank you very much for the introduction. Okay, first of all, okay, I a little bit explain for myself. My name is Taketoshi Minato. So, and now I'm studying on surface and interface sciences in Institute for Molecular Science that is a national institute in Japan that is located in Okazaki City. And now I'm analyzing the property of material, and also I'm studying the mechanism of chemical reactions by using ultimate method like microscopic techniques. So, and I'm collaborating with, actually, Aoi Suwa-san in art science joint project in Japan. And also, actually, I know Hara. Yeah, actually, today I call Hara-san, but yes, I normally call, of course, Hara-sensei, but I'm sorry. Okay, so the topic of the research of my research is close to Hara-san's research. So I know Hara-san from a very long time ago. Okay, so and now I'm in Japan. So and unfortunately, I cannot feel the installation directly. So, but from internet, so I can feel the relation between the this installation and my scientific research. Okay, so I'm studying the property of material in very, very small size, like nanometers or atomic scale. And when I'm analyzing the samples by microscopic technique, so very deeply, so I sometimes feel that my consciousness is inside of the material which I'm analyzing. And it means, so I'm in the same world with atomic alignment of materials. So the sample itself is absolutely, okay. The sample itself is absolutely an objective thing. So, but I can feel that my subjective consciousness can be inside of the objective thing. So in that time, so I feel my threshold to feel myself and to feel others are fluctuating. Okay, so when I see this installation today, so by changing the position of persons and a different style of the person appear on the displays, and the persons are shown from different angles, viewpoint, and also different size, different colors, and different status are also shown. So this makes an opportunities to give a perturbation to the boundaries between the person and others. Okay, my experience of this installation is only from internet. So, but I feel my subjective consciousness and my objective consciousness are fluctuating. So that is like when I'm studying the property of materials by microscopic technique in very, very small scale. Okay, so that is my impression on this installation. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So next,
Tirina-san.
Tirina-san online here from Earth Life Science Institute at the Tokyo Tech.
Tirina-san.
Yes,
Hey.
hi.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
So you could see some live installations through the YouTube.
Yeah, it had a delay. So
Delay, yes.
now, yeah, maybe more.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so so you could see some the aspects of colors and patterns changing in live installation.
Did you hear
Yes.
Tirina-san?
Sorry, can you repeat?
So microphone. So I think say you can see some live installations through the YouTube, right?
Yes.
Okay. So would you say would you like to have some the comments or some ideas or opinions for those things happening here?
Of course.
Because you are interested in the art science collaboration, also in the Earth Life Science Institute, so that you can say something about future direction of the collaboration between art and science, right?
Yes, of course. Hi, everyone. I'm joining from Tokyo. Let me introduce myself first, and I will share some comments. So, my name is Tilina. I have been in Japan for about 6 years, and I'm a professor at Earth Life Science Institute. And my background is actually in science and society field for the longest time. And since I moved to Japan, I'm a bit more focused on astrobiology and origin of life and astrobiology, and how do we sort of work on these scientific areas more interdisciplinary. And in terms of also, I do research in astronomy, especially on orbital calculations of different kind of like stars and planets, and basically trying to calculate like orbits and distances between these objects in space. And of course, as Hara-san mentioned, I've been quite interested in art for the longest time. And while I was in Europe, I used to have an art science project. And since I moved to Japan, now I coordinate an art science residency at our institute, and which has been running for 5 years. And from next year onwards, we'll are hoping to move it in a different direction, and hopefully with the support of Hara-san, and hopefully with Suwa-san joining in. And yeah, so, and of course, if anyone listening in, or even anyone from Aachen, if you're interested in joining for a collaborative project on, related to astrobiology, origin of life and art, feel free to contact me. And I'm really happy to actually join, even though it's a bit late in Tokyo. It's as Minato-san actually mentioned, it's a bit different. I wish I was there in person, but having met Suwa-san a few times and maybe having talked to her in person, and also I know Hara-san for the longest time, so it's I am aware of Suwa-san, some of the work of hers, and for me it's quite interesting because I come from astronomy, and in astronomy usually, for us, everything in the universe is moving, and everything in the universe is evolving, and every quite dynamic, and it's sort of really in a very interesting way for me to also translate to this artwork how dynamic it is, and it sort of has this fluctuation between the perceivable and perceivable sort of movements, because before actually coming to Japan, I was a bit more on astronomy, where we sort of work on a bit more concrete things. And since I moved to Japan, I'm looking into life aspect, origin of life. And when it comes to origin of life, a lot of things we actually don't know, because we are looking into, we have basically one data point, which is life on Earth, and we are trying to also look for life on other planets and how life originated and evolving and so on. And similarly, it's a very interesting aspect of this artwork, sort of like it keeps evolving in a way, and every person, I'm sure that when you're walking around also, it's produced this dynamic sort of infusion of colors. And even what I was also interesting is that my perspective is the singular view, looking at a screen right now, but even in a singular view, it has such a dynamic movements, and I think that aspect is quite interesting, and which also reminds me that even though we are sort of looking a lot of the times, even scientifically, when we are looking at things, we are sort of looking at very linear way, like trying to almost problem solve, but sometimes these things keep moving even though we are looking at very singular way. Yeah, so I sort of wanted to share this online perspective on looking at in a very linear way. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
So I just remember, Terina-san, I just remember that you had some experiences with exhibition at the Arts Electronica at the in Linz, right?
Yes, while I was in Europe, actually, we were my previous university, Leiden University, always has sort of like a pavilion going every year, and a lot of astronomy related research was presented at Ars Electronica.
So actually, last year I joined the Ars Electronica in Linz, and I hope we'll make a new exhibition at the in Linz for coming within a few years or so. From collaboration between the Aachen and LC and Tokyo University of the Arts. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Teniya-san. Thank you. So keep on say YouTube right here. Okay, so now like to come in front here. Yes, just say something, because he's a big boss in campus in Manhattan, and actually he's a big guy here, and a handballer.
Okay, so
Handballer.
yes.
So just say something, because probably you feel uncomfortable.
No,
No,
I don't.
sometimes I feel uncomfortable, but this would be nice to
I don't.
excite my brain. Yes,
So, yeah, first of all, thanks a lot. And I'm surprised that I need to, I'm asked to say something here. So I want to introduce myself. Many of you know me, but persons online, maybe not. My name is Sven Ingebrand, and I'm a physicist, actually. So I started my education as a physicist. Then I moved in this interdisciplinary field where where we worked with living organisms, so with cells on chips. So we combined this. And then I remember back after my PhD time, I moved to Tokyo and I moved to Professor Hara's research team there. And at that time, the team was called Local Spatio-Temporal Function Materials
Spatial
Laboratory. So it's already, these were materials with chaotic behavior and unpredictable behavior. And it's exactly what we see right now in this installation. Yeah? So, and this was, we worked with, I remember, with this chemical with these chemical reactions, but also with some nanoparticles which had an unpredictable blinking. And my topic was we used cardiac tissue, so heart cells, which showed such fibrillation phenomenon. So this is what you also have if you have a heart disease. The heart is reacting in an unpredictable way. So this firing and
wave
and
formations.
this was part of my research. Yeah? And it's now also for me a reminder, 23 years back, I came to Tokyo, and what we see right now, these installations, this for us very normal nowadays. Yeah? So we see people online from Tokyo talking to us and so on. When I came from Mainz, from Germany to Tokyo, it was actually the first time for me in science to see a video conference center. So you already installed something like that to correspond with colleagues from South Korea. And for me, this was pretty nice. Yeah, and this was had before we actually all had laptops and online and so on. So I see that as a kind of a, closing the loop. Yeah, so I'm very happy that you are now here and decided to come to Aachen and that you are here and doing this nice installation here. Actually, as a background, I was introduced. I am now in the faculty 6, so electrical engineering. We do a lot of material research, not so much about this chaotic thing nowadays. Yeah, we try to have kind of proper ordered sensors and chips. But we also discuss here in Aachen University things like neuromorphic computing. And this is also to move the computer architecture, the chips, towards brain-inspired, neuro-inspired responses. And this is one of the aspects. So this is still in our research. Yeah? So and as a researcher myself, I'm happy to also bridge disciplines, bridge borders, and I'm also happy to see that art is now coming in. I think for us, from my perspective, what art does very well is the communication aspect. Yeah, so to communicate to the outside world what you are doing. Yeah, and we are very, very bad at that. Yeah, so I can even not tell my mother what I'm doing. Yeah, so actually on a daily business. So, but and this is something we can learn from each other, and that is why I think such installations, such exchange is really important. My role is actually I'm a director's delegate for Japan, so my schedule is very tight, and I'm preparing the delegation visit with our university rector and something like 12 delegation members to Tokyo. So on Friday we will fly to Tokyo, and I'm happy to see these many exchanges. Yeah, so and I work on this, and I think this is, helping us a lot in opening our minds and keeping this connection and doing something together. So thank you for this installation, and thank you for listening also online. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
And I'd like to ask Stefan to have just a few things. Yeah. If you're specialist for the
So let's try it. So I'm really happy that you agreed this invitation to make this installation here, because that's really a great thing here. This Kolleg Cultures of Research is about understanding really the foundations of how we do science and research. And I would say that we have different registers to look at the world and to experience the world. And one is really the one of really empirical work, not the technical way to understand things. And there are other registers with regard to our senses or with regard to arts, because it's about creating a different picture of what is the case. And that's really interesting to see, because not these different registers of creating worlds, understanding worlds are really important, not to learn something about what is science today, and to learn how we do science in different cultures as well. So because now we experience not different cultural frames, and we live them, we perform them, and via art we understand how we differently perform, not only in everyday life but also in science. And that's really an important thing we can learn here in this installation, because it's about to rethink our everyday experience of how we look at things and how we see things. And that was for me really interesting to not only to observe but to experiment on oneself with this kind of installation. And that's really an important thing with regard to better also understand what are the foundations of science. And as we discussed before, this question of predictability or unpredictability, although there are the same settings. And with regard as the heart of the engineer in me says, well, it should be possible if you have a clear function, a clear machine. The output, if inputs are clear, then the outputs should always be the same. But here it was not the case. And that's really an astonishing experience. So I'm really happy that you're here, that you did this. And so thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Sven and Stefan. So now we will have some the comments on the no. Okay. Okay. So now this is actually through the end of today's agenda. Of course, we can keep the running on the YouTube live here to broadcast to the outside of the Kahara here. So again, you can walk around, and if you have any questions or comments, we are very welcome to get some your ideas or opinions. So これでひとまずいいですか？
はい、大丈夫です。
Okay, so also that we are connecting to the through the YouTube, so we might have some comments or questions from the chat. We will talk to them one by one. Okay, anyhow, thank you so much. Thank you for your time to participate in this, and thanks to the Aoi Suwa-san. Thank you.
So hard.
Actually, so this is the part of our project. The budget from the
I
Ministry of
forget the English name, so yeah,
文化庁。
文化庁。
So she got a big money. No.
Sorry.
But I mean,
マイク入れてもらって。
yeah.
これで、大体のパートは終わったんですけど、もし日本から見てる方、など、なんていうか、コメントなど、もしございましたら、日本語でも全然大丈夫ですので、お気軽にコメントお願いします。もうちょっとしばらくこのままにしておきますけど、はい、そんな感じです。
Some trigger or threshold, but no reversibility. We do, yeah.
がとうございます。
You're right. So once you have this is a stable condition. Yeah.
なるほど。そうですよね。なんか解雇の話とか、私ちょっと日本語で答えちゃってますけど、
And then the
そ
point is
の、
once you change the like a
富田さんとなんかファンダメンタルズでお話ししたやつが思い起こされるというか、
once you go up, then a
なん
machine
か
can
今
take
回の
the
企画
small
も、
changes in the different places.
ライフライクネス
Freedom
っ
to
て
make
い
the
う
different
テーマが、
up to this.
アーヘン側にあってですね、その中で、まあ、オーガニズムについてとか、
Okay.
なんか、話していたので、なんかそのことにもつながるなって思って、ちょっと設営などしてたりしました。
Okay. That's a point. That's also kind of a fluctuation
あ
of
りがとうございます。
instability of the system itself. Today, no,
Increasing the method, not experimentally dissecting.
right. But also you will see some fluctuation of the shapes like this. So that is.
あ、富田さん、またありがとうございます。
But this is
私が読むときは英語が難しいっていう。
fluctuating the positions, right?
あ、でも英語でありがとうございます。
Fluctuation of the CCD plate or somewhere, right? Or thermal fluctuations.
はいはいはいはい、なるほどなるほど。
Okay.
そうですよね。
Yes. Then you will see that's also the fluctuating the shapes and something like that. But this might be a small. Yeah. So she knows that
確かになんか、
contains many.
なるほど。なんか富田さんらしいコメントで、なんかすごくうなる感じで、私は昨日聞いたコメント返しができないけど、なんか、そうだなって思います。ありがとうございます。あ、作品のビジュアルかっこいいですっていうのもありがとうございます。コメント見てます、今。たまにちょっとコメント見に戻ってくる感じになってますが、ありがとうございます。
Now the mental condition of the machines today. This is not very much. I mean not very much scientific, but today is very good. Okay.
作品のビジュアルについては結構、まあ私も今回気に入ってて、
But interesting point is, the lines can fluctuate like this.
そうですね。なんかもともと別の作品だったのをくっつけたりしてるところもあって、
Yeah, but I mean, so this is a very, how do you say?
なんかその、
experiment.
もともと持ってくる予定じゃなかった部材とかもちょっとドッキングしてみたりとかして、結局、なんかいろいろ変わったんですけど、でも、なんかそれがかなり良かったというか、やっぱなんか、大元にあるのが自分はペインティングの感覚があるのかなって思うのが、まあその辺なんですけど、結構空間作りも絵作りと似てるというか、なんかそういうのも楽しんでやれたんで、そう言っていただけるの嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。
So also you need the
あ、富田さん、もしまだいらっしゃいましたら、原先生にもちょっとコメントいただこうかなと思ってて、少々お待ちください。もしいらっしゃいましたら、ちょっとまだお待ちください。
Will be okay? Good. Yeah, yeah. Okay, thanks.
I think Yana is gonna do a short interview.
Interview.
And then
And she's transferred. Interview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you do you want to say or do you
No. She can help.
Yeah. Yeah.
どっかでインタビュー。どっかでインタビュー。
わかりました。じゃあ、そうですね。じゃあ、どうしよう。一回終わらせちゃった方がいいのかな。なんかコメントが来てるから、原先生に答えても。
そうですか。はい。ちょっと何ですか。どうぞ。インスタレーション、ごめんなさい。これに答えればいいですよ。Keeps wondering what kind of organism has such a vision sense of the world ですか。I can imagine, for example, これで答えていいんですか、マイクで。いいですね。I can imagine, for example, behavior wise and otherwise won't move around. そうですね。これだけど、富田さんだから、日本語で答えていいですよね。日本語でお答えしたいと思うんですけども、今、その生きてるものと生きてないものとか、生き物のようなものって、ライフライクネスって言うんですけども、生き物のようなものだけども生きてないものっていう、そういう、議論をしてる、特にマシンとか AI とかの議論をしてるんですけども、特にものを見るっていうことに関して言うと、脳でどういうふうにものを見てるのかっていうのは脳科学で、だいぶ解明されてきてるんですけども、機械がものをどう見てるのかっていうのは、ただ単にカメラとして使ってるだけで、実は、我々、機械がものをどう見てるのかがわからないので、これは、オーガニズムっていうふうに、なんですけども、確かにそのビジョンとかセンス、要するに機械、カメラ、人間がものを見る。例えば、我々、ものを見ても違う形に見えたりとか、色に見えたりするわけですけども、それが、そうですね。確かにそのビジョンが、どういうふうになってるのかっていうのを、機械が何を見てるのかっていうのをこう見たいっていう実験になってます。それから、behavior which the organism won't move around that much because the eye point doesn't move. これはどういう意味でしょうかね。そうですか。わかりました。諏訪さん、じゃあ答えたんですか。はい。わかりました。はい。私の興味は、機械は、その電気羊の夢を見るのかっていう、その、夢を見るのか以前に、ものをどうやって見るのかっていうのが興味あるところなんで、実はこれを見ると、いろんなフィードバックシステムって小さいトリガーがあって、そのトリガーだけを誇張して、システムの中で色をつけてるとか、形をつけてるっていうのがあるので、そういう意味では、アートのインスタレーションなんですけども、マシンがそのものをどう見てるのかっていう、実験系と私は思ってます。そんなところでいいでしょうか。はい。ありがとうございます。
今まだ動いてます。どうしようかなと。あ、とりあえずですね、ちょっとだいぶ早いんですけど、ちょっと会場の方は終わりになりました。で、この後もそうですね、ステファンが戻ってくる。あ、本当ですか。そんな資料。あ、わかりました。どうしましょう。じゃあ、YouTube そのままでもいい。どちらでもいい。まあ、でもこれはこのままでじゃあ行くってこと。あ、わかりました。じゃあ、ちょっともうしばらくこのままでいきます。で、もし、コメントなどございましたら、日本語でも英語でも引き続き、あったら答える感じでいきます。 なんかちょっとまだ何人かいるかなと思うんで、一応、今まだ8人いますね。で、なんかちょっと面白い会話してるので、一応つけておきます。
そこだけすごく気になるっていうね。で、それで、僕の音だから、周波数で考えて、だけど、昔のピアノの音と、今のピアノの音っていうか、音階って違ってた。今の音階なんだけど、ちょうど、ハモらない周波数なんですよ。バイオリンなんだけど。だから、
今会場はですね、なんか音の話で盛り上がってます。正しく調弦されるっていうのを踏まえて、聞いたのと、順律、それって結局そのピアノには必要調律はしないけど、そういうので、比較してるのと感じ。
だから本当にバイオが整数倍になってるもしないのが気持ちよかったりするんですよ。だから本当に整数倍の場合はちょっと変な。
そうなんだろう、それはピアノを聴き慣れて、我々はピアノの聴き慣れて、それにいざじゃあ改めて大学とかでこういうのが本当のバイオリン支援ですよって聞くと、聞いたらなんか自分のもうそれちょっと違うのね。
聞き慣れちゃってる。なんかね、その分数で書き上がる本人のフリーみたいな、数学でフリーみたいな書いて、何しないそれだから、この分数でも非常に、聞きやすいっていう言い方してるね。そこが途中から違う分数を超えて別のワンに行くと、非常に違う印象になるっていうか、違う印象になるってだけだから、なんとも言えないんだけど、それがなんでなんだろうな。すぐ書き換えました。それができますして、そうじゃないですか。ただワン、周波数だけに、その無差別昔からキャッチしてて、そのワンに関して言うと、なんでこのワンが気持ちよくて、このワンが気持ち悪いのかって、聞き慣れてるわけじゃないけど、なんでそうなのかっていう。ここにこの金星でくれてるのかわからないです。そう、2聞いたらまだいいです。3聞いたら終わり。そうそうそう。それぞれを聞いても、なんか違う。だから先入観、それ言っちゃうと、なんで赤ちゃんが面白いと思ってそれも言えねえな。 あと、さっき、分子の分岐でを作ってる人。非言語研究所っていう組織があったんですよ。非言語研究があったんですよ。リズムを、歩き方のリズムを調べてる人がいて、歩き方のリズムは、実は、マーチのように突進してるって、になると、例えば、わかんないアルツハイマーとか、障害が起きるとか、そうじゃない人に、歩くリズムがフラクチュエートしてるんです。普通の健常者。で、それをずっと、万歩計みたいなのをつけて、ずっと歩くリズムを測ってる人がいて、それで、そのリズムが整ってくると、なんか悪い症状になる。すごく不思議なんです。だから、マーチで、でも、歩くリズムが少し、例えば5秒、0.1、マイナス0.1ぐらいの中で、うろうろしてることがだからぴったり来ちゃうと、なんか脳のなんか信号がわかんない。リズムが整え方でる。どっちが先ほど。でもそれ、それをちゃんと研究してる人がリズム、歩行リズム、ぜひ、すごいものがあるんです。それを、その症状をするかどうかって言ったときに、ちょっと、わからないサイエンス。でも本当にマーチで歩いてるって、多分軍隊じゃないけど、マーチバンドなんです。なんか、本当は良くない。そうです。これ、機器です。そう。あと、よくこういうインスタレーションであるのは、メトロノームたくさん並べておいて、それでやると全体的にこうなってテーブル、ああいう仕組みとかっていうのも、あれはあれでやってる人がいるんで、一個だけずらして、じゃあ、なんかそれで全体が揃うリズムになると、市場を深く。そういうのって人間がなくそれで留学した時はそういう興味があって、今何興味があって、でも、大学の別に私は音楽学部に入れてるし、大学の中に音楽学部しかないので、道の向こうです。道下手ってこうじゃないです。そうなんです。だから、もう、メインの方に、大学の先生とか、組んで、自分がやりたい人出してっていうしてるので、大学内で、それを一人でやるっていうよりかは、プロジェクトとしてやるっていうのがあったりするんですけど、私は結局、今、大学に2年間で通ったんです。今ないので、今は、ニューメルのどこにいるんですか？ニューメルじゃないの？小さな町の、で、入学っていう。で、それは海野さん？それは、大学は普通の総合大学みたいな。マルチメディアコミュニケーション学科みたいなところで、なんかやってるこ
が近いんですけど、その終着点、私の目標のところと、それもあるんでしょうか。私が今言ってると、じゃあそれでなんか、じゃあサウンドエンジニアに学んだレコーディングの会社に入って、まあ、映像音楽とか映像についてやってたら、映画会社に入ってとか入って、そういう出口やる人とかいるみたいな、なので、やって懐かしいんですけど、なんか、でも思ったのが、全然みんなバチバチしなくていいか。何してるんですか？バチバチしてるんですよ。どこなんて芸大だった？芸大の、違って、してるんです。大丈夫ですよ。大丈夫ですよ。大丈夫です。みんなが来ます。本当にみんなだから悪い。仲が悪い。作品同士をそれぞれ毎週こう作ってきてブラッシュアップして、もうなんか全部に今週はこういうことを覚えましたことをじゃあ先行先に研究してこのことを考えましたね。毎週言ったりするんですか？本当に会社にアンダーグラデュエイトです。私は学部になんです。なので、そういうことやるんだろう。どうして、なんでこういう設定したんですか？先生も次の担当教授、めちゃめちゃもうなんか、いや、刺されまくって、もう、終わった後、なんかこんな、ってなって、はい、って感じ。なんで、私もお互いの、その、ざっくり範囲、もうずっと1年とか一緒にいると、付き合いたい範囲で、それを、それさやられるのが、ついに、お互いその、批判されることって、批判されるとかなんかもう疑問がある。そうだよ。そう。ありがたいし、結局、それは好きなんですけど、それね、右側のね、ブルー。最初から。それが、そういう、アーティスト同士のバチバチが、そういうないので、同じこう、例えばじゃあ、楽器末に成果物を出したりして、作品っぽいものを作ったとしても、なんかお互いそんなこう、相手を批判する。なんだみたいな。そう。違うんでしょうね。感じて。まあ、よかった。そうですね。もう、携帯に一つ。すいません、なんか泣きながら全部やって。私だけ、ある意味、理工系なんかアウェイなんですよ。なんか、本当に、哲学の話哲学その、でも、進んだ。時間的に、そうです。に、ちゃんと確認したいっていう。だけれども、いや、それも、実験する前に、なんでそんなことやるのかっていうのは、まあ、そうなったら、しょうがないです。いや、この人たちのね、本の表紙とかを出して、で、この人の今回のとか、それを掛け集めて、自分はこうしてるんだよ。で、だから、自分でだからじゃあ、こういう実験をしました、新しいことですよ。ましたっていうのも、議論がやるんです。議論がやる。議論がやる。だから、まあ、使用してたわけだな。今、いろいろ実験できる。で、特に AI とマシンラーニングは、実際に AI マシンラーニングももっとそう
科学的に見てると、まあ、彼の自由を知らない。知ってたんですよ。私はどうか、もしかすると、エモーションが違うのか、実験的に、エモーションを活動してるから、エモーションを持ってるんだっていう話をしてる。なんでそんなことを書かないといけないのと、そこに言われちゃうから。で、それで何をやるで、最終的に。今、理学してる、こういう物理的なインスタレーションっていうのを、買ってドイツに持ってる。日本から持ってる。その以前には聞いたりしたんですけど、やっぱりその時に自分ができるもので、すごくアートっぽい出口になる。ただ、映像とかは、音楽のそのできる書いたりしてたこともあったんですけど、映像とか、3D の、3D の空間を、大学の授業してますけど、とりあえずこれはすごい準備してます。私のイメージは、何を全然違います。何違うんだ。私のゼミだけだ。そうです。絵の方が、演出、海外が、こうなってるイメージなんです。そうなんですけど。で、音楽で、それにまとまってる枠にならない。だけど。そうなんです。世界観。留学するときに、確かにその音楽的な、受けたりして、一瞬で、まし引き出されて、受験でやる話をするんです。楽器を弾いてる人までは聞こえないんですけど、実際、
高校1、2年で音楽専攻した人とかは、真面目に場所に出るような感じのレベルされるけれども、じゃあ、師匠が学んでくださいとか、聞いてくださいとかっていうまでは思ってないっていう、それよりなんか小論文みたいな方で、はい。学科ごとに、
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's enough. Ah, okay. リンゴを変える。
So once you change that, so or then coming back. And back to the then still you have a orange color, but not the blue. So probably the difference in the
yeah, if
daylight. Also you see the still nowhere. Of course, some lens
Be really from this.
something. And then finally, we can keep this touch through the apprentice. So anyway, she said that keep this structures through the envelope of replay. So if you got to these things for the poem, but also relation. Yeah, before the poem, for the week.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good because that's I would say it's really showing that it's very we have to really say. I would assume that you find it great.
Yeah. Say, and she said that we could make this stuff. Yeah, but they do that all the administration.
Okay, the whole that's
But what I mean to say, also we can say also that if you feel that you so we can take still with
yeah.
Maybe this one.
so still knowing complete.
This might be really explainable to what that you have this context. Also, now if you look at simple physical norms, you have this reduction of context. Typically, and but I ask myself, well, is it if you take an analogy, and so that we say, well, it's always a question that with regard to arts, that we have the context always speak with the installation. And in typical physical experiment or technical experiment, we never reduce the context, which might interfere with what is happening. But here in such an installation, it's possible to reduce all factors which might be impacting the outcomes. But I would be my question. There was therefore whether we can really say or have good arguments and say why it is. Because or is this really a principle? It's not. Or it's that we say, wow, it's about our status of knowing because create or model all this the whole setting here into equation, or a system of functions.
So if we reproduce the same parameters and conditions, then we have a chance to reproduce things. You know, time is running, and the field, like, it means that the machine itself is very good. I think would it be a So, I mean, systemically, physically, unpredictable. So that is the point. And also, my interest is the machine see and decide the kind. But I think the small difference could change the situation. And exactly that is machine now see in blue. So, but still, we cannot, because if we can set the very precise control the structure type, control dark blue, then in general, so once this machine, so we say we coexist in the living system.
Yeah, because there is threshold thing, so there's small automatic decisions are made, and therefore it's not. Although it might be the same setting, it is not the same time, which then occur because it's about this question of how these thresholds interpreted by necessity.
And now, of course, atmosphere, temperature, moisture. So once, even in the machines, there is a machine here in nature. So still the feedback system. So this is kind of a So now it's a how
これは多分、それで、
別に、まあ、
Yeah, red color.
red color is coming.
I have red color in my hand, so I need. red color. Difficult. Okay.
And orange. This is blue.
This is blue.
The experiment is about always repositioning the cameras and we're creating new atmospheres here, and they are in this system.
And also the other we will that's usually the way that now that the this is also interesting from yellow color to the blue. Also, this is you see the color of the wall.
It's really shifting.
But also the pickup is
really interesting.
Yes. So only pick up the blue. Through this say this camera see this one.
How did you create this setting? So it's very because these elements.
This is a like a dynamics. So you see structures and you see that pictures in the windows. So that is also experiments.
Yeah, that was a different one, but it also can be connected with this. Yes, yeah. Yeah, separate one, but yeah, I don't think separately completely. So it's
Same things.
yeah.
This camera
Yes.
via this see this
Mm-hmm.
indirectly.
Interaction. Yeah.
And also, she prepared some wavy.
I heated the mirror. Yeah, acrylic mirror.
It's forms there, so it's not a plain mirror.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, plastic mirror. Yeah. It's very chaotic.
So, I studied holistic. Holistic is the chemical substances. And then once you say change the temperature of something, you can change the function, kinetic substance. It makes a different transfer the mode of the light and put the center in the current structure. And change the temperature, see the different. So we see this sunrise here. We will see the actually this environment is important. Of course, it's still uniform here. Through the pictures. Back to the
What would be the next experiment?
Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
It looks really great. Great. And what might be the next phase of such a what is this instrument?
you see she we say fabricating these and we have many and
Yeah.
also once you visit our website there are many structures.
So these are different destinations.
And also I remember that Hiroshima Bank once you go through and see the history, then you will see your everything.